Hi, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're talking about being smacked by a goddess. So, last Thursday, I wrote a blog post about the Morrigan, Bab, and Makkah and my feelings. I recorded it for my YouTube channel and even had it set to launch the next morning. Later that night, though, I got a huge smackdown from her saying something wasn't right and to stop the launch of the video. You know, that feeling that you just can't get rid of that keeps nagging at you saying, nope, nope, you gotta go take that down. At the same time, I was having a strange experience with my mantra prayer to the Morrigan. Both of these are connected to each other, but I'll have to explain them separately for you to understand. I'm starting with the mantra since that was the beginning. I have been saying a mantra prayer to the Morrigan almost daily, and it goes like this. Goddess Morrigan, Lady of Nine Faces, Guardian of Nine Gates, allow me to walk in your energy. When my road is dark and when it is light, when it is twisted and when it is straight. To walk with you means to have faith. Faith requires sacrifice. Sacrifice does not exist without love. This is your way. 2 days prior to this, I made a change in a line of it. I say the prayer 99 times, and so I would say I started with saying the first original mantra 3 times, and then I would say the new mantra the next 3 times and keep alternating. The line that I changed was allow me to walk in your energy, and I changed it to merge my energy with yours. I always say it with my eyes closed, and when I was saying the allow mantra, I saw these light streams dancing around my eyelids. You know, when you have your eyes closed and you can see that. And the energy felt really light and airy. And when I would say the merge line, everything would go pitch black, and the energy felt heavy, but very powerful. This never happened before, and I felt it was very strange. So I repeated it again the next night to see if I would get the same result, and I did. The Morrigan was definitely sending a message, but I wasn't sure what it was. I thought perhaps the merge sounded like a demand, and she didn't like that. Or the other possibility was I was feeling both her sides, both her light and her dark. So the third night of this was Thursday, January 7th. As I said, I wrote an article about different interpretations of the Morrigan and how some viewed her as 3 goddesses, yet I personally didn't connect that way. I could see the aspects of those goddesses within her, but as her, not separate from her. After getting the recording of the blog set, I went to do my mantra prayer and decided I would try something different. I would say half of the 99 prayers with the line of allow, and the other half of the set with the line of merge. What happened blew me away. The first half went the same, but when I started saying the second, it was almost like I was detaching from my body in a similar fashion to astral walking. I could hear the words, I could feel my mouth moving, but the longer I said them, the further away I felt, like my soul was drifting upwards. It was awareness of both the body and soul. I realized in that moment she wasn't offended by the words. I was just doing it wrong. The allow line was asking for the connection between us to open up. The merge line was the truly merging of our energies, the sharing aspect. The longer it went on, and even afterwards, I had visions of all these things I had been talking about, and everything became so clear to me. It wasn't that what I felt was wrong, but that I was not saying it in ways others could understand, and was a much larger concept than just her. I spent the next 2 days talking with my husband on these topics. I've come to learn over the years that the way that I experience and incorporate things is different from others, and he helps me understand how others might think and perceive information in order for me to find the right way to convey what is in my head so others can conceptualize it. Through the conversations with him and deeper reflection, I found a way to convey all this information in a way that will hopefully make it easier for others to understand and see. It deals with how we look at deity, religion, self, and community. It focuses on core patterns, not where they diverge or separate. The space that changes our perspective so we can feel each other in an interconnected way. They're large concepts, yet so simple once it clicks. So I'm working on a core pattern series right now that will break it down into understandable segments that will hopefully start rolling out later this week. The point of this post, though, is reflection and listening. Too often, when we feel deity energy or even other people smack our hand with a no, our instinct is to change directions. I'm finding that with the mower gun, when she smacks me in these ways, it's not to tell me I'm wrong, but that I'm just still on the surface of the issue or concept. The work was started, but that I stopped digging deeper way too soon. Sometimes it is about taking a path I never would have in order to find pieces of information that is needed to complete the whole picture. Just because the mower gun is smacking my hand doesn't mean it's a sign to quit, but to do a deep reflection to understand what it really means, what it is she is saying to me. Is she telling me I am really doing something wrong? Or is she telling me the work has just begun and I need to go deeper and have a better understanding? It requires me to connect and listen to her and where she is guiding me. I spent the weekend reflecting on all of this. I did a tarot reading on this path of core patterns, and it was a strong, in my face, yes, this is the direction. If you use tarot and shadow or directional work, you'll understand what I'm saying here. There was no room for interpretation. Every card was clear from the moment they were turned over, and it just hits you with this overwhelming power. No matter how you perceive energy patterns, whether it's as deity, as universal energy, as spirit guides, or any other construct, there is knowledge and power there if we open ourselves up and consciously connect to it. Even though I have an open mind to the magical, I also have the skepticism of a science-minded person. I find the balance between the two keeps me grounded and allows me to see what is real and what is illusion. As I have said before, working with a mower gun on a conscious level has opened the floodgates for me. The way information flows from the energy is completely different. The power behind my practice has intensified beyond anything my skeptical mind could have conceived. It doesn't matter to me what others think about this relationship anymore, because what I'm experiencing is undeniable to me. It can be looked at in a variety of ways, and hopefully as we get into the core patterns, others will be able to understand what I'm talking about as well. It doesn't really matter how you view the guide. It is about the experience with them and where that journey leads us. So until next time, keep walking your own path.